name is Janet Bugembe. I am married and I'm a mother of one. I'm a banker by profession. I started the Neolife business 15 years ago. I was 19 years of age. I was in my Form 6 vacation in Uganda. When you study up to Form 4, you have a short vacation and then you join a higher learning. We call it Form 5 and Form 6 before you join the university. So I was in my long vacation. It was 9 months. And that is when I decided to be a part of the Neolife opportunity. Why did I start? I didn't need a lot of money. At that point in time, I needed about $10 because $10 at that time, maybe $20, which was about 50,000, an equivalent of 50,000 Ugandan shillings. What I did not know was this opportunity was going to change my life. I started out as a student, just to pass time, do something with my life. But little did I know that I had made a choice to change my life. So when I got started in the business, there are certain things that I did different. And today, many people ask me, but Janet, how come you built that business and you became very successful at a tender age? And I will tell you, the first thing that I did is I attended trainings. All the knowledge that I got, I put into practice. I started sharing the products with my friends, their parents. I started talking to people, anybody I could find. In fact, in my first month of business, I talked to 182 people. Fortunately, I got one person started, but I was very, very excited. And it was in that month when I became a manager. I remember when I became a manager, I got an equivalent at the time of $10 in terms of a check. But then I got profits. Profits were close to about $30. So this excited me so much. In fact, what excited me most was the fact that I was a banking student and I received a check for the first time. So that is how my journey began. I think my journey began not when I filled in the form, but when I attended my first recognition rally, just like I did today. It gave me a lot of proof, a lot of energy that if I could do more. In my second month of business, I became a senior manager. My check came from about $10 to about $30. In fact, I started moving around with this check to show my friends because they were laughing at me, to show my friends. And when I showed them the check, eventually the check got lost. I left it somewhere and I found it after 6 months. I did the business for 4 months and I had built a business that was director size. I remember that time I got a check. It was about $250 at that time. I was 19. I was just joining the university in Makerere to do my bachelor's degree in banking and finance. I was so excited. I was an extraordinary student. You should have even looked at the way I used to walk. I was all over the moon. And the reason for this was because our junior lecturers at the university were being paid that amount of money. So every time I went to school, I was very confident that even if I gave a wrong answer, well, I was earning the same amount of money as our junior lecturers. I continued doing the business. 1.5 years later, I committed to putting in 2 to 3 hours every single day as a student in Makerere University. My business started giving me an income of about 1.8 million Ugandan shillings, which is an equivalent of about $600 to $700. Guess what happened? I bought my first car. This time around, all the people who were laughing at me when I started out were, they started saying, it's her father's car, someone bought it for her. But well, didn't matter what they said because I had made money from this business and I had bought my first car. To cut my long story short, by the time I finished my 3-year course, I was 22 years of age. I had built an income that was giving me, I had built a business that was giving me an income of close to about 250,000 Kenyan shillings. I'm very certain about that because I've shared my testimony in Kenya so many times. So at least that figure I remember. 250,000 Kenyan shillings. And I will tell you, I don't know about Kenya, but in Uganda, that is money that is earned by, top management in big organizations. For example, if you are the head of marketing for Safaricom, okay? And here I was, a 22-year-old, graduating from school and earning the same amount of money as someone who would be a head of department in Safaricom, the amount of money that they were earning. So I made a sharp decision on the 21st of January, 2009. That is the day I dressed up very well to go to Makerere University to get my degree in commerce, majored in banking and finance. I made a sharp decision to retire on that day. So I retired at the age of 22, and I decided to go into business full time. Why? Because my friends who we were with on campus went to work in banks, Ministry of Finance. They were very brilliant, because I studied very, very brilliant, ladies and gentlemen. And right now they are really highly placed in PricewaterhouseCoopers, all these big audit companies, banks, they took them up. But I saw the effort that they were putting in, working for a boss. Some of them, they were working for people that they didn't even like. So I told myself that if those people can put in so much effort to work for those big institutions, what about me who is working for myself? So when I engaged at GIA, I can tell you 1 year down the road, I was 23 years of age. I had built a business that was giving me an income of close to about 500,000 Kenyan shillings every single month. And what I will tell you is it's amazing, because this opportunity is going to give you a chance, an ordinary person, to live an extraordinary life. So if I, Janet, a student, I was 22 years of age. Actually, at that time, I built a house. I remember I set a goal that I am going to buy a plot of land every single month for 12 months in a row. I did that when I was, I think, 22. Yes, because I was 24, I didn't have any needs. I was sleeping in my parents' house. Once in a while, I would buy some food and pay some electricity bills, but it was also not a lot. So I invested a lot of money. Actually, I owe all the things that I have today to that period. So I remember in 2011, when I was 26 years of age, I decided to get married. But I'll tell you, I got married when I was wearing a diamond pin. Okay, I got married when I was wearing a diamond pin, and I set it as a goal because I wanted to put on a pin on my wedding gown. So I got married when I was wearing a diamond pin, and we had about 1,700 guests at our wedding that we sponsored. We sponsored about 70% of the wedding, and we just called people to come and celebrate. And this was very exciting, very fulfilling, because it was showing that if you're serious, you know what you want, you can use this opportunity to take you to places. So when I got married to Andrew, by the way, Andrew was my first distributor. When we got married, he had his own separate business. I had my own separate business. Mine was a diamond business and his was a diamond business separately. Yes, that is how we started off life. And it was exciting. Our honeymoon, we went all over the world. Like, money was not a problem. And I thank God that among the biggest challenges that we have, money is not one of them. And we thank God for that. And this is because of the Neo-Life opportunity. And we believe that if it can happen for us, it can happen for you. The products are the same. Marketing plan is the same. Everything is the same. And I will tell you, Kenya, Uganda, I don't think we even have different weather conditions. The time zone is the same. You could say, guys in Nigeria and another time zone. No, no, no. So what we are trying to say is, if Janet could do it, you know, if she could do it, you can also do it. So when we got married, we started out in the business, we engaged another GM. And I remember that's the time when our business went to Kenya, it went to Tanzania. As we speak right now, we have a WOW team member in Kenya and maybe about 5 directors in Kenya. In Tanzania, we have 2 WOW team members there. We have a Ruby director, we have a Sapphire director, we have like maybe 8 directors in Tanzania. Our business grew, it went to America, it went to all these places. And that was because we combined forces. I will tell you, there's nothing as exciting as getting a check this month. We are in the month of September, right? But then you're still spending money that you made in February, yeah? And I hope that one day, every one of us gets that challenge. You're getting money in September, but you're spending money that, you know, you made in February. So that is how life went on for us. We have benefited a lot. Have traveled around the world about 64, we've traveled 64 times actually. The Prague trip was going to be our 64th. Then the trip to Miami was going to be our 65th trip. Then to Dar es Salaam, 66. So we were counting down. Now, this does not happen for any ordinary person. It does not, you know. It only happens for people in neo life. It happens for people in neo life. Even if I was to go and work in the World Bank, which was my ultimate goal, I would not be living that kind of lifestyle. We've been treated to 5-star treatment. We've traveled to different destinations: Hawaii, Dubai, Mauritius, Durban, Dubai. Some of the places I don't even remember. I struggle to remember some of the hotels that we have slept in. I struggle to, you know, it's just exciting. It's an exciting life. It's exciting. It's exciting. So the other thing that we've been able to benefit is we have used this opportunity to help people. And I think many of us joined this business to make money. Let me tell you, time is going to come when money is not your biggest motivation. Today, Andrew and myself, we have built a house. It's beautiful. I think you can see. We have built a house on 3 acres of land. Like 3 acres of land, not a 50 by 100, 3 acres of land, yeah? It is not an ordinary thing. It is not an ordinary thing here in Uganda. People work, they get mortgages, they pay all their lives just to get land and build a house they are going to live in. Courtesy of this opportunity, we built this house, we bought the land cash, we built the house cash. We have driven 11 different cars, including 2 Mercedes Benzes cash. We have been able to acquire a lot of property cash. Right now, as we speak, we want to buy 3 acres along River Nile in Jinja, a place called Bugembe. The person who is going to be our neighbor is the richest man here in Uganda. So we are ordinary people living extraordinary lives because of the neo life opportunity. So for all the people who are on this call, if you have not believed anybody's story today, I want you to believe my story. Why? Because Uganda, when we look at the rate of corruption, we are high up there. You know, we make news for very interesting things. Rolex launch, you know, people know us for corruption. We've had a president who's been in power longer than I have lived. things like that. But we decided that through the Neo Life opportunity, we are going to change our status quo. We are going to change our status quo. And we are saying that if it can happen for us, it can happen for you. Now, as I close, today we have a beautiful young girl. She's 8 years of age. I'll tell you something very interesting. We had a conversation with her maybe 3 weeks ago, and she was telling us that she had a friend at school. They were talking about, she was saying that she's the only child. Then the other friend was saying that, oh, for you, you're so lucky. You're the only child. For me, when my parents buy a chocolate, my brother puts it in the mouth, then gives it to you. So she was telling them that I get to travel with my parents all over the world. I get to eat what I want. I get to sleep in my own room. I get to have everything that I want. It was such a very interesting conversation. But on second thought, we don't think that this would have been possible if it wasn't for this opportunity. So we are very, very blessed. The way we are blessed is the way that you have blessed. You have been blessed to have the same opportunity that we have used, to use it for yourself as an individual to build your own business, okay? Now, as we leave, I just want to leave you with some parting shots as distributors. One, things will sometimes jam, for lack of a better word, okay? Challenges will come. I told you that when we set out to get married in 2011, we set a goal that Andre is going to build his business up to diamond, and I'm going to build my business up to diamond. We actually did. We, between us, we were earning close to about maybe about $15,000 to $20,000 between the two of us. I was 26 and he was 27 when we got married. But after we got married and we built our business, we kept working, guess what? Our government banned, one of our products. And we were really moving it so well, it was building 50% of our business. So guess what? Our business went down. But then we decided that if we have built it before, we can build it again. And I think that's one of the things that we are learning from this recognition rally. If something has been done before, or for lack of a better word, what a man can do, a man can do. So I want to tell you, I want you to leave this call today ready to go and explode, ready to go and make a positive difference in the lives of others, ready to go and overcome all the challenges. It doesn't matter what, even if it's COVID, even if it is, I don't know what you call a challenge, but I know that if you're ready to set out to go and overcome these challenges, you are going to achieve great success. So for all the things that we've achieved and all the things, and we are still achieving, by the way, right now as we speak, Andrew and I are in neutral. When you're driving like on a highway, then you've been going, then you put neutral. We are in neutral, we are just sliding. We are engaging another gear, and our next stop is 5 Diamond. So when people see you quiet, when they see you, they think, for you, you're just there. My friend, when you see a swan on water, very calm, you do not know what is happening underneath the water. The little feet are flapping, they are busy working, but on top they are very, very calm. So we are preparing for another comeback. And this comeback is going to be big, it's going to be massive, and it's going to just blow the whole world away. So for all the success that we've achieved, we wish you much, much more. We wish you much more than we even wish for ourselves. We wish you good health. We wish you all the best, the best, the best, the best, the best, because I know that you are next, you are in line. And I just love the Kenyan energy. Kenyans are energized. You know, in Uganda, for us, we are a bit calm, you know, but Kenyans are energized, they're excited, and I love that. I love being around people who are energetic, who are ready to make things move. So Grace and Purity, Isaac, Paul, and all of you, the leaders, thank you so much for inviting me. It's such an honor to always share my story with the team. And I hope, even if it's one person who has been inspired, I believe that, you know, we are ready to take the business to the next level. So thank you very much. Thank you for hosting me tonight.